hit me,
picked up right there instead of going. Hold on, I'm on it.
10R80 Kings, baby. Ooh. 783 at 177. 177, baby. Big boy driving. Y'all wanted to see me drive? Hot girl shit. Hot girl shit.
How you guys doing? This is going to be my intro. Listen to two guys negotiating street racing, and you will see why I don't street race anymore.
No.
Even if it, look, I'm telling you,
Right.
if it breaks up, you let off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we took off fucking even. I passed you.
Yeah.
That's a win.
That's a win. That's a win. Now listen.
So the only way this is a loss is if you're ahead of him. That's a loss. Like the only way you're winning is if you're ahead of him. There's no bullshit like
basically you said if y'all get the 160 and you already hit him, he break up, he lose. That's basically what
he's losing. Yeah.
That's what
He's ahead of me. And he breaks up at 150.
He lets out. That's a win.
No, that's a loss.
If he's ahead of you and he breaks up and lets
He's
out.
saying
How the hell are we gonna do
wait,
that?
listen,
You want me
I'm
to
trying to
take
tell
off?
you.
Look, we can race to 70 miles an hour, right? I'm gonna who hits 70 miles an hour first, and say I take off first, and I let off at 70, I win.
No. You're not understanding what I'm saying.
You just said if he's in front of me, he hits 150, and he lets off. That's a
If
win.
he's ahead of you,
he's
and winning obviously.
That ice is over there.
If he's that's not a win.
Right.
Yeah.
Your
If
boy
he's
saying
winning obviously and lets out.
That's not
That's
a
a
win.
win.
no, so your boy is saying like if y'all go to 160, right?
Yeah.
You at 160, you at 160, and your car break out. If he in front of you,
That's a win.
He's
That's a
win.
win.
He wins.
If I'm even if I'm catching
saying-
up,
Oh, you're saying? Oh, I get what you're
I'm
saying.
catching
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
You're reeling in.
Yeah,
You're winning.
Yeah. If you're reeling in, then
Yeah, you're winning.
I see what you're talking
the
about.
race is 55 to 107.
yeah.
You have
I don't
to
miss
hit
this.
107.
You don't hit 170.
But if I don't hit 170 because my car's breaking up.
You lose.
Earlier you said that if my shit breaks up at like 163.
Dude, if you're
Oh, I'm just saying.
But I'm a car. No,
What I'm
listen.
saying.
No, but
What I'm
listen.
saying.
No.
Instead of all the fussing, just pick a fucking number and rock it.
we already said
Well, we saying a
55 to
number.
107.
We're saying a number for my shit breaking up at 160. I mean, it's like it broke up at 163. Look, it's like this. If I could-
165. Fuck.
If I could, no, bro, it's not. No, listen, I'm not letting off the gas when it breaks up. I'm mashing the gas. The bitch falls in his fucking face.
The
I'm
car
not
just
let,
automatically at 160 it drops off, but at 40 and 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 it doesn't.
when
work.
I'm mashing the gas.
I've never
bro.
seen a car do that. You have
Bro,
fuel?
look at your video. I think
Mike,
the video.
you need like
If you were
E85.
barely
I'll go
driving.
get you some
Huh?
fucking
You were
E85
barely
from the
driving.
house.
No,
You got fuel? I'll go. Yeah, I got a drum.
That was the breakup already. When it broke up, it throws my.
You recorded it when he made the pull?
Yeah, I was the one that was recording.
Yeah, wait, the video. No.
No. I recorded it showing that when it's breaking up right there doing that.
Yeah, but I was already at 55. I let off.
Okay.
We're already at 55 when I- when I-
That's
do it
enough.
again.
I can't. So, how you guys doing? This is Talking Shit. Who the hell knows what it is? October 13th. So, that right there is the number one reason, right? The number one reason I don't go out and street race, especially in Florida. Manuel hit me up and he said, I wish I videoed the negotiations I was having with the Florida guys. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to. I know what it went like. It was like, you agree on something and then they back out and then they jump and you jump. Look, this is how you got to race. When it comes to roll racing, when you're in Florida, you go on ready. If you're like, ready, fucking stab it. Fucking stab it. And don't let off until you hit your mile an hour mark. And don't even think to say, oh, well, we should rerun it. No, yo, you next to me. And then you have to argue your way out of that race. Right? That's, to me, the most tiring aspect. Respect to Manuel for going, what the fuck are we? You know, he was like very calm. He's like, Well, if I'm in front of you and the break up at 163 and you pass me, Manuel goes, you lose. Because the race was set up 55 to 170, according to that video. Now, later on, they did race and Manuel did win. Okay, it was very apparent that he won the race. And the guy was pretty straightforward and said, if I owe you money, I'll pay you. Whether he's paid or not is not my problem. But it was an interesting thing to see that whole negotiation caught on video. Now, I don't know the dude, the GTR guy. Who knows? I know Manuel. Manuel backs up his word. He doesn't talk any shit. He doesn't lie. That's the other thing. Manuel does not lie. So I know Manuel has been a lot of talk about Midnight Performance, but it's really difficult to not talk about them. They took a stock motor car, went 790. They took King Daddy is back, Jesus Fajardo's 10R80 car, and went 783 with the chute opening like an I saw the video from the end of the track and I was like, homeboy opened the chute like way early, but he went 783. They'll go back out later on because he made the rental kind of late and they're going to try some stuff. And I wholeheartedly think that car has a 60 in it. I think that's going to be the quickest, and that Jesus' car is going to end up being the quickest and fastest stock Ford transmission. Right now, a lot of people can't talk any shit on that car, especially because it's a 10R80. Maybe you can really hate on it and say, well, it's leaving in second gear. I'm like, really? Is that what we're doing? Because a lot of people hate on the 4R200. A lot of people hate on the 4R200 because of the favorable gear ratio, but it's still a 6R80 case. There's no badass billet shit. Well, outside anyway. Inside, it is just straightforward. So it was really interesting to see Manuel do the following. Build the blue car. Trailer it to Florida from Houston, race everybody, and I think the only loss he took that all of Florida 2K was against a badass Nova. Badass. And the guy gave respect to Manuel. Manuel gave respect to him. No shit talking, no blah. It was like respect. Here's your, if they did a money run, that was great to see. And then he drove back on the way back, set up a race against a GTR for $5,000, negotiated, ran him twice, I believe. I believe he beat him twice. If someone has the videos on Facebook, so if you go on Manuel Gomez's page, Midnight Performance, he's out there flipping the guy off as he's passing him. And I'm like, could you imagine getting beat by a Mustang? Imagine you have a GTR, the Godzilla, the King Daddy of all street race cars, and it is getting beat by a rear wheel drive S550 Mustang with a stock transmission, stock computer. Basically, there's no Motec on that car. There's no Motec. There's no badass AEM anything. It has a stock computer, has Manuel's turbo kit, and AMS 2000 boost controller, but it is a 6R80 with all 6 gears. That's right. And it has a stock factory computer that we're tuning. And congrats to him. I can't. He did all of that in a week. Came back all the way back to Houston, got Jesus' car on the track. Boom. Someone said, can we get the 6R80, 10R80 list out? We don't care about list racing. You line up. That's how we do it. We line up. But it'd be interesting to see that list because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Lund on it. I remember not too long ago, everyone was talking a lot of shit because Lund doesn't tune the fastest cars. And now that we do, it's like a negative. I don't understand how that works. When we weren't tuning the fastest cars, we were shit. Now that we're tuning the fastest cars, we're still shit? Okay. I mean, I guess that's how it works. But shout out to Manuel Gomez, Jesus Fajardo, the team at Midnight Performance, because it is a team. Brandon, forget me, the video. It's a lot of fun to be involved with. Those guys are we have a team. Guys, we have a fucking team behind us that I will put my money on every fucking time. When I say a team, I'm saying all of our dealers, people that R&D parts, Manuel Gomez and his boys down there holding it the fuck down. Super awesome to see FL2k on the street side be a success for Manuel Gomez. Congrats for bringing out. And if you guys knew what Manuel Gomez had to do to get that car ready, that dude had some disastrous shit happen to him. He got it ready. Came up there, 37 PSI, which is, 1,400 wheel on the street. Could you imagine what the hell that feels like? What in the hell? And Jesus Fajardo supposedly went 60 to 130 in like 2.7 or something stupid. What planet are we living in nowadays? Now, that begs the question. Do we now think the 10R80 is better than the 6R80? Potentially. Now, let's talk on-track FL2k stuff. Fat House Fab going quickest they've ever gone with Jam Maker. Good for them. Congratulations to them. But King Daddy letting his nuts swing. I believe his name is Joel Steele or some shit like that. I believe his name is Stick Shift H Pattern T56 Coyote powered S197 going 7.5 at 180 something. Shifting the gears like a man, clutching in between the shifts. That's the most impressive thing that happened at FL2k on the track. The most impressive thing that happened with off the track was Manuel pretty much beating everything. He did have a race with another turbo guy. Supposedly it's undetermined. There is video out there of, well, this guy jumping, that guy jumping. Who gives a shit? If there is no actual race that happened, I won't talk about it. But 10R80s are catching up. The aftermarket is catching up. And I'm telling you, this is ridiculous right now, what the times we're living in, where we're now merging into GTR territory. That's right, guys. I don't care what you guys say. The right combo, vetted, that Manuel Gomez has figured out, along with Lund Racing, along with all of our dealers, because it's a huge effort, is now in the same conversation as Roll Racing GTR guys. Like that's where we're at. So I can't wait to see if the 7-second stock motor car, I can't wait to see him get like a built short block and turn up the boost and see what he can do, because that car fucking rolls. I would have liked to have seen a race against Manuel with his customer's blue Gen 2 6R80 car versus Victor's red Gen 3 10R80 car. Ooh. And then Jesus is out there. He's out there chilling, going, I'm top dog right now. So it'll be an interesting winter to see what all happens with the 10R80 guys down there in Houston and what advances we come up with tuning. It's just been a crazy weekend. Congrats to all the guys that got it done down there. It was unbelievable. So anyway, I'm just going to get right to it because I'm sure there's a lot of questions about everything that happened at FL2K. I'm sure there's going to be subsequent drama. I'm sure Manuel Gomez woke up, and I don't know when the hell he goes to sleep, but he probably woke up and his phone was blowing the fuck up because there's just been a lot of shit going back and forth. But you know what? That's part of it. When you have a successful outing like that, people are going to hate on you and customers are going to be like, whoa, what's done to that car? Maybe. So usually that's how businesses like that do well. They go out there, prove their combo on the street, and people want that combo, plain and simple. John Lund's in the house. Thank you very much for checking in, John Lund. Thank you very much. David Jaffrey says, Órale, vato. Fuego que onda, wey. What are your thoughts on VMP showing the TVS 3100, apoyo préstamo y gasolina y cafecito? Now, the TVS 3100 is, in my opinion, if it has a similar power curve, I don't know how many lobes it has. I don't know the twist. I don't know anything about the 3100 TVS from Eaton. Justin Starkey talked to me about it like briefly. I was like, okay, cool, sick. Unless I see it in a car making power, I'm not going to be anyone's test mule. This is what needs to happen, in my opinion. If blower manufacturers, all blower manufacturers, every single blower manufacturer, if you want to test your blower out on my vehicle, pay me. I am not going to put your blower on my car to have it, get some rep at the cost potentially of hurting my shit. You pay me. That's why I don't want anyone else's blower no more. I'm done. I'm done with the blower game. I'm done trying to say yes to, nope, I'm done. If any of people, like if you guys are out there and you got an up and coming channel or something like that, and a blower manufacturer's like, I'll give you a blower. You're like, okay, what do you want out of it? I want 1300 wheel. You better pay that guy for wear and tear on that engine, because that engine probably costs him $17,000. So it's not fair for someone just to give you something, piggyback off of your success and say, well, it made 1300 and then I got a fucking chucked rod. Oh, sick. Your blower made 1300, but not my engine. Shit. No, thank you. I don't play that game. So the 3100 will be interesting if it has a similar power curve to the 2300, 2650, where it goes torque and then it drops off a cliff. I see a lot of broken drive lines in the future once it goes max pulley, but I guarantee it'll propel the right vehicle down the quarter mile well into the sevens, because if a 2650 is already gone sevens in Rebecca's car, Saborowski's car, it's going to propel that into the sevens. Whipple also has very, very close. There's a 10R80 car at FL2K. I forgot to mention, Florida guy went 8-1. Guys, not tuned by us. Still impressive. I'm not, who gives a fuck? I'm a Ford guy. Still impressive. The Whipple super duper ported, you know, this car is legit and it gets out there and it cuts a good fucking, it cuts a good 60 and it runs really well. And it went 8-1 on blower only. I think the reason I don't talk about cars that are not tuned by Lund Racing is because I cannot verify the combo. And I don't care to verify the combo. I'm going to say, well, it has a blower on it and it went 8-1. So that's all I know and that's all I'm going to mention, but congrats to them. But that's my thoughts on the 3.1. If it has a similar power curve, it'll make good power. I am just not interested in putting any 3.1 on my car. I'm going to ride out with the 2650. Hopefully the motor stays together and ride that horse. And watch me get that 2650 into the low 8s and be like, I don't need anything more than that. This is good. If it needs to go 7s, I'll throw a 250 shot on it. Fuck it. David Jeffrey. And then he also said, your thoughts on Hennessy coming out with a Ram TR6 6x6 1,200 package for the Durango Hellcat. Apoyo, préstame gasolina y etanol, cafecito. I don't care what Hennessy does. Hennessy to me is not a company to look at and say, wow, they offer a good product. It's just not, in my opinion. I don't care. I couldn't care less. Again, that's the right way to say it, guys. I couldn't care less that Hennessy is doing anything. And David Jeffrey again said, Manuel Gomez here looking like an authentic Tacuache cuh, so much that I'm hearing Tacuache music subconsciously. Apoyo, préstame gasolina. Poor boy 313 says, Alex, how's the family? See, that's how you do it, because I got a lot of Facebook messages. People, hey, how's the family, Alex? I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. How's the family? Ordering a Gen 2R VMP for my 13 manual. Please, what's the combo on the 93 tune? Please, and thank you. So you could do an 82 millimeter pulley on 93 pump gas. If you got real sweet 93, you can do a 79 millimeter pulley, twin jet 67 throttle body, a 120 plus millimeter cold air, whether it's PMAS or JLT or a Roush 110. And that should make you 620 to 650 robo horsepower on pump gas in a manual vehicle. I swallow cum says, how much you think it'll cost me to get my 10R80 built? Might hit Manuel up while I'm in Houston for that Aldo kit. Can't do the SD to Texas drive often. Manuel makes his own kit. So you should hit up Manuel if you want your trans built. I believe it's like $3,500 or so, maybe a little more. And his own kit, you can just drop the car off and stroke a check, and he'll get you something built just like he built the car that he took to Florida 2K. Sergio says, why do a lot of big YouTubers beat around the bush and go with other tuners instead of straight to Lund? Genuinely curious, because I find it rare for a YouTuber to be tuned by Lund. Well, Sergio, luckily, Gavin, I think's his name, from the channel is It's Just a Six. His car was sitting in mothballs, collecting dust. And I want to thank, personally, his mechanic. His mechanic is a Lund guy. He's like, dude, I always go to Lund. I always go to Lund. I always go to Lund. I don't know, whatever reason Gavin didn't go to Lund, because he was a Lund Racing customer initially, and then he shop, and the car never ran a damn thing. And now it came back to us, and it made 9-something wheel, and he said it drives pretty freaking amazing compared to the other stuff he had on there. Same combo, didn't change the shit. He's just like, I can't believe it was a tune the whole time. I can believe it. I can believe it. So I think it's because the free stuff. Gavin paid, or someone paid. He paid for tuning. If you're a YouTuber out there and you start asking for free shit, expect us to say no thank you, because we do not need to give away the best tuning for Ford platforms, Coyote, on the planet. That is not to be given away. You give away something that isn't that valuable. You give away stickers, you give away hats, you give away something that you don't value highly. We highly value our calibration. And Gavin knew that. He paid for it, didn't ask for a discount, paid like a man, got it tuned, got the service, and he was out the door, done, like in 4 revisions with Junior. So YouTubers out there, if you want the best Ford calibration, period, I'm sorry, there's no one better than Lund. I'm sorry. I know I'm biased. There's no one better than Lund when it comes to the Ford Coyote platform in anything. I'm sorry. It's been proven so many times. I can't imagine you'd go anywhere else. Because when you do, you could say, man, I can't complain because it was free. And that's where the rub is. Well, it was free, so I can't say shit. Right. But when you pay, you have the right to say, I'm not happy with this tune. And we'll make it right. That's how it goes. Sergio. Devastator X says, Alex, make it 700 on pump gas. You're psycho. Has it been proven to not... Okay. On pump gas has been proven it's not smoking crack. That dude in blue on VMP did a great setup. No disrespect. Just saying. Yeah. Hey, Devastator X, I can make 800 on pump gas. For how long? For how long? You can make anything you want on pump gas if you do the following. A lot of timing, gap that spark plug down, and ignore the knock sensor. You can make whatever the fuck you want. Is it safe? Hell no, Devastator X. So it is smoking crack to say on an 11-to-1 compression Coyote and 93 pump gas without octane booster to be a normal, dailyable thing. It's not going to happen. Stop trying to make it happen, Devastator X. It's not going to happen. He says on Gen 3, congratulations. I still would rather be under 700 because if you need more than 17 degrees on pump gas to make 700, something's wrong with you. If you shove it in that much timing on a 10-to-1 compression, on an 11 or 12-to-1 compression car with pump gas, you are actually not giving a shit about the customer's engine and you will blow it up. And when you blow it up, Devastator X, are you going to say, well, it made 700, it's all good. No, you're going to blame the fucking tuner. That's what you're going to do. Devastator X. El Coyote says, It's Just a Six was very happy with his lone tune, throwing a little shade at his previous tuner since they said they couldn't tune a monoblade, make a monoblade drive normal. Exactly. I saw the last part of that, and I thought it was very nice of him. He didn't have to because he paid. He paid for the product. He didn't have to shout us out because we didn't give him anything for free. But it was a stand-up thing. He's one of those few YouTubers that do Mustang shit that I probably watch. Everyone else can suck the fattest dick. The fattest dick. Texas Tang says, no motherfucking chemicals. John Lon dropping us. Are you guys insane? He's dropping $100. He says, please bring your 6R80 to Texas 2K and get gapped. Anyone that wants to come and get some at Texas 2K, we'll be there at the track. We'll be there. There's going to be 2 or 3 Lund cars. The rumor is Blue Goose will be ready. Gray Goose will be ready. And if you want some, there's plenty to hand out. Plenty to hand out. I'm either going to be driving the Fairmont or one of the Gooses, unless Dakota decides to jump in the Goose. And we're not sure if the Black Bean is showing up, the Black 18, because, I think it's time to start really getting after it with a Whipple combo because it went 8.6 at 4,200 pounds. So imagine what it could do at 3,500 pounds. Anthony Butt, give me $20. I'm sorry, Matt 2011 GT says, longevity, guys. Good God. No, Matt 2011 GT, power now, 700 on pump gas. Go at, look, if you want pump gas numbers, you got to be okay with broken shit sooner than later. A lot of people say, well, this car can take it. Okay, imagine I love people who build a motor to run pump gas and make big power. Just because, imagine a big muscular guy, right? And you punch him in the bicep a bunch of times. He might be able to take it for longer than a skinny guy. You punch a skinny guy, a.k.a. an 11 to 12 GT. That's timing. That's timing hitting the rod. Oh, that's so duele, that hurts. But then you get a big guy up there, a.k.a. a forged motor, and you hit it, and you're like, it's taking it. But after a while, you're going to go, this fucking hurts. And then it's just going to take longer for the same thing to happen to the big dude's bicep than the skinny guy's bicep. Both will fail. One will just take longer to fail. So why do you build a motor to run pump gas big power? That's stupid. I don't dare make your engine live on the cusp of death just because I want to be fucking popping off and saying I'm King Dingling. No, I want your shit to last a very long time. Because honestly, if I took the customer out of the equation, and I just tuned the car without the customer saying what he wants, the cars would last longer and run better. The rub and the problem comes in when people start saying, well, I want to run parts that are not vetted. I want to run injectors that I've never heard of. And I want to make all the power on 91 Shell San Diego gas. Anthony Butt says 17 GT with an MT82, and I got a VMP Gen 2R with 85 millimeter pulley, 56 pound injectors, made 611 wheel, thinking about a 79. Do I have enough injector? Yes. What power do you think it'll make? 650. I run 4 ounces of Boostain Purse Junk Gas 93. 650. I think with a 79 millimeter pulley from 85, you'll make 650. And that Torco, you're going to need it because 79 is that ragged edge boost that it starts to knock depending on the quality of gasoline. But according to Devastator X, you can make 700. He's not hating. Make 700, bro. No, I would be happy at 650, 16 degrees of timing, 17 degrees of timing at 79 millimeter pulley. Anything higher than that, I think it's getting closer to the danger zone. Sergio says, laughing my ass off. I always saw Gavin running into issues and data logging his heart out. Non-stop issues, laughing my ass off. Only to hear he got tuned in 4 revisions by Lund, LOL. These other tuners must not know what they're doing. So, Sergio, I don't want to say that. I just think the brains over at Lund Racing are just superior. I'm not saying mine. Guys, I do not make the base files. What I do really well at Lund Racing is diagnose your vehicle. After the base file is sent and shit happens, I'm really good at talking to you. And sometimes you're a moron, so I have to talk to you like a moron. So I'm like, so tell me if the sleeve is still inside of the round part that the MAF sensor is in. And they go, oh shit, Holmes, you're right. There's a shit right there. And I'm like, yeah. So if I took you, the customer, out of the equation, tuning would be cake. So I think the Lunds just have superior tuning techniques. I think they have better access. I think they are willing to buy the vehicle and do the proper vetting to give it a safe, powerful tune, as opposed to ragging it out for the likes. The sneaky jury says, I got a V3 Vortex Supercharger for my 1810 already. Full bolt on. Full bolt on! Did you see the shirt? Did anyone even fucking say anything about the shirt? What in the hell? God damn it. It says fully bolted on. Let me see. So check it out. Full bolt on. So I'm going to be coming out with these shirts pretty soon. I got a couple samples and they look great. So I'll have full bolt on shirts looking like an FBI agent with the blue shirt. I love it. He said, full bolt on, going to leave E85 in it for a bit and do 91. What are your predictions on my horsepower? Tuned by you currently. So if you're going to leave the E85 for a bit and do 91 with a 3.6 pulley, you should be on 650, 640, depending if you take the inlet off or not. That's going to be the one, whether you take the inlet off or not. If you're going to run it with the inlet on, like a competition inlet, it'll make like 630, 640. Because it's an auto, if you take it off, it'll make like 20 or 30 more on 91 octane. I Swallow Cum says, any preference on the Aldo and Midnight's kit? Like you said, if I'm at Midnight, my trans might as well check out their kit. Exactly. I don't have any issue with any kit, but if you're at Midnight already, do it up. And then he says, I know you just didn't diss San Diego Gas. San Diego Gas is trash. Tanupaji says, hey, Alex, already tuned through you guys for NA, but need a boosted tune for my Paxton. Where do I pay the $500? You go to the existing customer support tab, and you definitely can have an area there that says remote session. And I believe it's an extra $500. Again, Lund Racing, existing customer support, and you touch the remote session dot, and then you just fill out what's done in your car and everything. Just fill it all out like normal. Fill everything out. Don't just like leave shit behind. Fill everything out. Performance package, do everything, because we don't piggyback off of your existing tune and make a boosted tune. We make a brand new tune from scratch. So fill everything out all the time. Bossman says, I just bought a 2012 Boss with the track key active. Is it possible to tune the silver key by Lund and still use the red key when I want to go Lopi idle? Once we tune your vehicle, the keys become useless, and we don't tune that car with HP tuners. So once you tune with us, I think the red key gets nullified. You can just get a cam lope tune, brother. Boss man, just get a cam lope tune that's free, and you'll be like, oh, I don't need a key to a lope tune. You'll get the performance tune with a choppy idle with the same key. Just got to switch tunes back and forth. Sam, he had a Pro Charger car, Sam did, and he would decel burble and said, stop this shit. Normally I would say, oh, I'm not going to fuck with it. But he said, I don't want it to burble because I didn't make it burble on purpose, and we got it to stop burbling. Thank goodness. He says, thanks for helping me make my car stop popping. Frank S550 says, when would I need a bigger intake on a supercharged setup? Debating on selling my PMAS if I'm staying under 700. Nah, just if you're staying under 700, just keep a 120 millimeter on it and you'll be fine. The only time I've seen a 120 millimeter like peg is when the car is close to making 1,000 wheel, and then it literally pegs, goes super lean. You need something like a 140, 149, or 148. Slow Motion Racing says, I want a Lund tune. Alex, you honestly sold me. How can I get you as a tuner? Slow Motion Racing. You can go to support@lundracing.com and request a tune or buy a tune at lundracing.com. And you can say, I would like Alex as my tuner. it is not a guarantee that I'm going to be your tuner. I cannot have 800 guys requesting me and then Dakota and Brandon sitting there twiddling their thumbs. I can't do that. You know, we separate, we divide everything evenly. Some of the tickets say Brandon because they prefer Brandon because he's so hot. And some people prefer Dakota because he has dreamy eyes. But a lot of people request me and you can't all get me because it just wouldn't be fair for the other guys. Danny Monge says, hey, Alex, LB says hello. All right, who's LB? But thank you. Who's LB? Red Eye Red Key says, channel support, $20. Thank you very much. Red Eye Red Key. Cool name. Cool fucking picture, too. Redfish Ray says, thinking about doing a 6RD swap in my 16 Paxton. Yes, I watched your video on options on 6RD swap. Is it better to buy the whole swap from Parts Farm or piece it together with an F-150 trans? Info, please. Redfish Ray. If you can trade in your car for an auto car, that would be the cheapest option. Let's think about it. How much does it cost to 6R80 swap a car? So if you get the parts from Parts Farm, drive shaft, everything, pedals, shifter, everything, what, $3,000, $2,500, $3,000. Okay, cool. That's out of your pocket. That's cash money or credit, whatever you want to do, or swipe the plastic. But if you trade in your car and then shove the parts on an auto car that you already have, what does it cost you? What does it cost you out of your pocket? I'd rather trade it in than do all the freaking work to make it a 6R80 car. Or put a Turbo 400 behind it and you don't have to change the tune at all. That's what I would do. Redfish Ray. Dustin Jenkins says, that guy Marin's 14 GT500 is tuned by Lund as well. There you go. That guy Marin, he's a Houston guy. Yeah, we tune. Dude, I get it. People on YouTube want to use their YouTube cloud to maybe get tuned by us and they're not happy that we're not willing to sponsor you. We're not. Look, we'll sponsor Cletus. You know, he got 2 million. But that guy has enough money to pay for a tune. So he probably does the right thing and goes, you know what? I'm going to pay for a tune. Because then he has to suck Lund's dick for what? A $650 or $800 value? He's like, no, let me just pay for it. And if I have issues with it, I can hit them up and get the service because I paid for the service. When it is free, I'm probably going to be like, dude, it's free. Fucking relax. So if I were you, a YouTuber, pay for the tune. Pay for the tune. Pay. If you're making money on YouTube, pay for the tune. I got offered a blower last week. I turned it down. Said thank you, but no thank you. I appreciate it very much. I'm going to ride the Edelbrock horse until it dies. SK Performance says, at the shop by myself putting a Holley Terminator X on a Torch Red Cobra. I need the motivation. Hit me with a flat plane crank. Do I have it here? Do I have flat plane crank here? Because my fucking shit is gone when it comes to my voice. It's literally going to go away. So I'm going to go to settings, hotkeys, settings, hotkeys. And where's flat plane crank? Let me see. Sound clip. Her name, wet fart's great. Flat plane crank is number 0. Number 0. Okay, so let's see if flat plane crank does play. Flat plane crank. There you go. I'll do it one more time for you. Flat plane crank. Because if I do it now, my voice will be gone. Alex, I'm glad everything is good. Thank you. Poor boy. I appreciate that. Channel support says dreamy-eyed Dakota gave me $100 just to say that. El bicho mío. Danny says, El bicho mío says hi. LB. Very good. Who's LB? I fell for it. Good job. Good one, Danny. Good one. Tanu Pani says, shooting for 800 Robo horsepower packs in 2200 SL. What do I need to make it happen? I got a triple pump, and I'm thinking of running just 2 pumps for now and 1050Xs. That should be good, and you should be able to do it with a 3.3 pulley or a 3.1 pulley. Tanu Panej, 21 degrees, E85, return style, 3.1 pulley. Or 3.3 pulley. Tyler Javier says, I got a 14 Paxton with ID 1050s and an upgraded clutch. What's a solid choice? Free flow exhaust or E85 with a fuel system? Oh, good one. Free flow and exhaust. Do free flow and exhaust right now because you want to get rid of the, what's in there and some long tubes, free up some power, and on pump gas, you'll be okay. You're still limited to about 700 wheel on a Gen 1, unless it's built. So if I were you, free flow and exhaust, keep it on pump gas for now. Devin Marth says, Alex, I just installed the PMAS. No tune required intake on my 17 GT, and the car is throwing a P174 bank 1 and 2 lean code. Checked all the clamps, hoses, and MAF and can't find any apparent issues or vacuum leaks. Thoughts? It sounds like it's a not tune required. It sounds like it's a tune required. Because if it is lean, did you use the stock MAF sensor? Devin Marth, did you use the stock MAF sensor? If you used the stock MAF sensor, it is a tune required PMAS. If it came with a PMAS MAF sensor, it is a no tune required PMAS. Blown Chevelle says, I got a 16 packs in auto. How much boost can I run with Sunoco 100 and MS109? Or let's say if I run a 3.3 pulley, which fuel to use? No 85. You can run anything that has over 100 octane. You can use MS109, you can use C16, you could use VP 260 GT, you could use Q16. You can use any of those guys. And boost it to death. I think we ran 30 pounds of boost on Q16. So it's not a boost number versus that. It's can your fuel system keep up with the boost? That's what you have to figure out. Can the fuel system keep up with the fuel that you're supplying the car with that much boost? If it's a stock fuel pump, it's going to run out pretty soon. Alfredo Diaz says, I followed your recommendation. I got a 350 manifold for my high compression cammed Coyote swap. It came with a 350 throttle body too. Can I use it or use my stock one? Use your stock one because it's a control pack. Gen 1 control pack? Oh yeah, definitely need to use the stock throttle body, sir. Post Malone says, why don't you guys tune 18 plus S550 on SCT tuner? You're wrong. I don't know where you heard that. I love people that pop off without doing their research. Post Malone. We do tune 18 plus S550s with SCT. We also tune Raptors with SCT. We also tune fucking Focus RSs with SCT. We tune anything with SCT. So I don't know where the hell you heard that, Post Malone. Tell me where you heard that. I bet you say Mustang 6G, the best source for fucking retards on the planet. I'm not saying you're retarded, but you're saying retarded shit. Osis Coyote says, I just received all my parts home. Hopefully I get them installed this week and get you some logs. Hope all is well, brother. I love how people are saying, I hope all is well, because you're getting all mad when you don't wonder how I'm doing, or we don't wonder how you're doing. David Jeffrey says, just waiting on the ironic sarcasm for Shelby Dave. Harris says, I bought a 17 manual and Cook's catted long tubes, Cook's X-Pipe, and a Stita ambient air intake. I love you. It came with a 93.2 from Lund and the N-Gauge. And can I get a horsepower estimate? Also, ticks around 15 to 2200. Worry? Nah. Knox is one thing. Ticks is another. So you got a manual pump gas bicho with a Stita cold air intake and long tube. 420 tops. Love you. 420 tops. Devin Marr says, did not use the stock MAF sensor. So you have a leak. You have a leak. I guarantee you have a leak. Make sure take the MAF sensor out. Make sure that it says PMAS on it. If it does, take everything apart, and put it all back together. Sound tube, everything. There cannot be any ports open to atmosphere. That's usually the issue. Danny Whitlow says, what's up, Alex? I haven't been able to make the live shows recently, but I've been busy. But I'm back, bitch. Okay. I don't know who he is. Would a VMP Gen 3R have download torque compared to a Roush TVS? I have to decide on or put away at try to 60. Look, on a stock Coyote 11 to 17, listen to me carefully. I do not recommend a Gen 3. I love VMP. They're great people. I do not recommend a Gen 3. The Roush Gen 2 TVS and a Gen 2R and even a Gen 2 can make enough boost to blow that fucker up. It can make 850 and up. If you want to get a Gen 3, you have to pulley it big, slow the rotors down, and you're going to suffer that low-end torque. If you like that low-end, whap, fucking crazy, keep a 2.3 in that guy. Tyler Javier says, thanks for answering the last question. Brah, I did JLT cold air intake for just a filter directly on the Paxton head unit. Mo better? Yes, sir. Absolutely. Mo better. Okay, let me go up. Edwin Martinez is in the house. 790? What's going on? He's saying 790. How much would we need for you a 8.9? Do we need for a U 8? I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's saying. By the way, Edwin, you see that shirt right there? We're going to talk about it tomorrow. I got to send you one of these shirts. For those of you that watch the other channel, I got to tell Edwin that shirt's for you. Look at it closely. I really want a 91 GMC Cyclone so bad. Oh my God. Could you imagine Coyote swapping a Cyclone and keeping the all-wheel drive system intact and pissing off everybody? One, it's a rare vehicle. Two, it's sought after. It's still expensive. Three, people are going to say, why'd you take out, I think it has a 4.3 V6. I'd love to open the hood of a Cyclone and people go, you motherfucker, man. It's got a TVS with a Coyote in it. I'm like, you damn Skippy, it does, motherfucker. Do an all-wheel drive burnout in that bitch. Can you recommend a shop in your area to install cams on a 2018 GT? Tradition Motorsports. And if you want to hit up Mikey at Flatline Racing, Mikey from Power by the Hour does work on the side because Power by the Hour does not do cam installs anymore. You hit up Mikey, Mike Chamberlain on Facebook, Michael Chamberlain on Instagram. Just look him up. Look up Power by the Hour, Michael Chamberlain. You'll see him. He's a redheaded kid, skinny as fuck. He needs to eat. He's looking way too skinny right now. And he'll do cams for you. And you'll do them right. But you better pay. Orlando Chavez gave me $10. Didn't say a goddamn thing. My favorite type of question. Tano Panish says T56 XL mag or stage 2, 3 caliber MT82. I currently have a 4-speed MT82, 4-speed MT82, so I busted a gear. I would do a stage 3 caliber MT82 because you can keep your drive shaft, your shifter, and you just have to upgrade your clutch and trans. Paramount Speed in Mansfield, Texas, told me they don't tune 2018 plus S550s on SCT tuners. Well, I'm not saying they're doing that on purpose, but that is incorrect information. We absolutely tune 18 and up. We tune every Ford vehicle available with SCT. We tune that shit. I probably tuned 4 today. The people in Abu Dhabi and shit, they don't buy engages. They buy SCTs by the boxes. And I've tuned a ton of Gen 3s, GT500s, Gen 2s, Gen 1s, Raptors, SCT. So that is incorrect information. If Paramount Speed needs some clarification on that, we can let them know. But we absolutely tune S550s, all generations, Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, S550s, Gen 2, and Gen 3, with an SCT. Walker Blankenship says, hey, Alex, my buddy has a Gen 3 car and really wants a Ghost Cam tune, but his tuner said it would tear up his O2 sensors in 2 weeks. Is this true? Never heard about it being a problem. Figured I'd ask you. He's wrong. Walker Blankenship, he's wrong. I've had a Ghost Cam tune for 5,000 miles on the red car. That guy's tuner is 100% wrong. Devin Marth says, thanks for the info. I will recheck everything. I'll be having a 350 intake count cam stage 3 NA cams, Cooks inch and 7/8 and LU47 installed by Steeda down there on the 26th. Can't wait to be getting you guys logged soon. We love working with the Steeda guys. They're good people. GMC Cyclone used to love Typhoons, Javi says. Oh, okay. They're talking shit on shops. I'm not going to do that. Will first says, Post Malone gonna coyote swap a Bentley. Anthony Butt, I know the dead rat is lame, but as far as the actual tune quality, there is no difference. There is no difference in the tune quality from an SCT to an N-Gauge. The difference is the data logging and the interface. Being able to data log and being able to select what gauges you want to see live, and the looks and the packaging. The N-Gauge is superior in every way. The actual tune file flashes the same, and there is no difference. Do you have Ghost Cam tunes for 11 or 14 F-150s? We do not. We do not, Concha. It's just not worth it. We tune probably 2 a month, so it's just not worth it. David Jeffrey says, maybe hit up Ken Block for your all-wheel drive burnout needs on the Coyote GMC since you guys are homies. Shout out to Elver. I think he's trying to make me say La Verga or something. Elver Galarraga. It says, shout out to Elver Galarraga. He's a big fan of you. I hope that's like, he's not trying to make me say something, some tacuache is saying. Here we go. How do you feel about bags? Bags are stupid. Bags are stupid. If you want a performance, bags are stupid. If you want to show off, get low, make sure no one steals your AMRs, drop it to the ground, and you'll be good. I don't care about bags. It's just dumb for me. I remember someone saying, oh, car and bags can handle just as good. That was 5 years ago they said that. Where is that car? Where's that car that's out handling like badass Maximum Motorsports equipped vehicles? Where is that car? Nowhere. Shut up. Why can't you Ghost Cam tune on a CJ? Justin Talley. Just wondering. It has to do with the throttle body and the intake runner length. We might be able to work on it, but it's just not that important. It's a free tune, so we're gonna sit there and R&D the shit out a Cam Loeb tune that does install and drives good on a CJ tune that's meant for max effort racing. We're just not gonna chase that. Pussy Pounder says, what feedback do you have on the 18 Plus Mustang GT BMR suspension? Look, I don't care for that company. They might make good parts, but I don't care for the people that are in that company at all. They miss me with that shit. Now, can we make some of that shit work? Yeah. Just got to use our settings, because every car Manuel Gomez has done, he equips them with that suspension. But our settings. We're not stuffing the rear tire up in the quarter panel. That is not cool. Stuffing the tire up in the quarter panel. If you look at all the cars launching, they rotate. They don't stuff the tire. They rotate. Nose comes up, and there's still a gap in the between the tire and the quarter panel, and it gets down the road. Use our settings. Use any suspension you want. Any Steeda, UPR, anyone. Use our settings with the Viking shocks. You should be good to go. Just got to hit us up for the settings. I'm not going to just blab them out there. You got to be a paying customer. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you have a Ghost Cam tune? No, already got that. My shop told me you don't tune SCT and your Ghost Cams tear up my motor. Bicho, full bolt on, Ian Martha says. Exactly. Who the hell's saying that? Imagine shop saying, hey, Lund doesn't tune with SCT on 18 pluses. Bullshit, we don't. I don't know why they would say that. I'm not saying they did. I'm just saying, why would they say that? I can discount that like that. Pato, what's your opinion on Coyote Swap Cayman? There was one, and he like disappeared. It got all the clicks and likes, and then he just like disappeared. Never heard from him again. Danny Lee says, if you had a choice to drive a 1920 350 Supercharged Turbo or 20 GT500, like own it, drive it? Probably the GT350. I still like to shift gears. The GT500 is quick, very fast. It's been after about $15,000 in upgrades, you too can go 9.9s. But I think the 350 is a more enjoyable experience in my opinion. Gen 3 short block, milled ported heads, Gen 2 heads, roughly about 12 to 8 to 1 compression, L&M cams, VCT. He's going to ask me power. Fuck me. How much power do you make? Gen 2 short block, basically NA, 12 to 1, 500, 520, 520 JF. How's that? 520 rear wheel horsepower on that setup. How you liking them apples? Oh, I was hoping more for 550, Holmes. King Yodi 550 says, gave me $5 and says, sup, Alex? I'm going to Lundy 85R tune on my full bolt-on 15 GT. Any benefits on running C85? Also, new revisions or parts necessary? Thanks, man, Lund, for the motherfucking win. You're not wrong about that, motherfucker. We are on a roll. Fucking, our team's strong as shit. C85, you can run this. I mean, technically, the Stoic is you need more of it. It's a lower numerical number than 85% ethanol from the pump, like 9.85. It's like 8 something. Can you run it on an E85 tune? Yes. It's just gonna trim some fuel in. But in my opinion, I would get a tune for dedicated C85 just to get the Stoic right and make sure the car's not trimming too much one way or the other. Is it going to take more timing than E85 from the pump? No. Is it going to make more power? Maybe. But if you got 85% ethanol coming out of the pump, it's going to make really good power, and you're not going to benefit that much from C85. HPJ Sam Salah. La, 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 la. Gave me $100. I appreciate you, brother. Says, thank you from HPJ Performance. We appreciate the support. HPJ, this is what they do. Michael Bebis is like, hey, Alex, you got time? Yeah, what's up? I got a TVS car. I want to put on a dyno. Okay. The next morning, logs. 5 minutes later, tune, log. He doesn't say, hey, buddy. No, he goes, log. Send me the graph and a log. I go, looks good. Bam, log. And then I go, it's going to make 830. Check it. Bam. Actually made 850 or 847. And he was like, okay, we're done. Then he took it off the dyno. And I said, because it is a VMP, JLT equipped, twin 69 throttle body, make sure it doesn't stall on you. And he's like, you know what, motherfucker, it did stall. So we're making changes, and hopefully we can get it to stop from stalling. For whatever reason, that combo in particular likes to stall. Who the fuck knows why? But we got it figured out. I just said it might stall, Becho. You missed my question, Becho. Need to help going broke. Tanu Pani, dude, I already fucking answer your question about the trans. I told you to go with a stage 3 trans from Calimer. He goes, I'm going to have the drive shaft anyway, so price-wise, the T56 and Stage 2 would be around the same. So if the price was the same, I would, okay, then I would still do the Stage 3 MT82, Panu. Why don't you do this? Stop asking me 17 fucking different questions 17 different times. Why don't you pay $20 and make a fucking paragraph instead of me having to fucking have a back and forth texting conversation as if you're my girlfriend? I love you. You're paying me. I appreciate it. But god damn it, you're breaking up the questions like, oh, now you missed it. I'm sorry. There's 80 others. Oh, you missed my question. And then he paid to say that. The Gen 2 upper. Okay. Toxic 54 says, I got a 12 GT500, 2.5 upper and 10% lower, and it's on E85 now. But I want to use 93 for the winter, or just switch out pulley. 2.5 upper, 10% lower. Oof. No. You got to get a big upper, like a 3.0 upper on pump gas. If you're just going to use 93 for the winter, nah, you got a lower boost, man. That's too much, in my opinion. Pato, what's your opinion on Coyote Shop Cayman? Got that. Got that. Gen 3 short block, got that. Got HPJ. Matt 2011 GT. And thank you guys. HPJ, you guys are unbelievable. You're one of the better shops we deal with. Every single time we get logs from you guys. The builds are on point. There's never an issue. You guys diagnose it wonderfully. HPJ is such a fucking legit shop. I love those guys. Matt 2011 GT says, I dropped the 12-to-1 pistons into a 5.2 sleeve bottom end this weekend. I'm going to get the 302R heads on this week. It's getting cold here in Indy, so probably not going to finish up until spring. Hey, it happens. Why don't you fucking move, brother? Just move. Coyote Slugger says, I recently purchased a 3.5 EcoBoost Taurus. Does Lund tune this platform? I see they can produce some nice torque. I think we do, but we don't like chase numbers with it. So don't think we're going to like max effort your car. Why? Because it'll be the only one I've done this year. Toxic 54 says, is 2.4 upper I'm at 7,000 elevation. Oh, 7,000 elevation? Yeah. 93, you're fine. That thing's sucking through a straw. I think you'll be okay. El Chapo says, attitude is on point. I love that. People are like, oh, you missed my question. You know, the 13th question for $299 that's in the middle of 500 others. Oh, my God. Love you. Gabriel Mendoza gave me $5 and he said, goddamn thing. Tana Panish gave me $2 to tell me I missed the question. 901 Soul gave me $20 and he says, hey, Alex, I have a 2012 GT free flowing exhaust. This is what I love about you guys. You guys get it. And I made a shirt because of that. Oh. So a lot of you guys that don't know what the terminology is, right? A lot of you guys are, what's FFE? What's this? What's that? Well, this is what it is, right? Right here. So we're going to be Alex's preferable terminology. So we're going to probably make this on the back of a shirt. This is like a test. FFE is free flowing exhaust, ambient air intake, full bolt on, and flat plane crank. So that's going to be, and it's going to be a little YDBT logo on the sleeve. So that'll be another shirt that I'll put links up once everything is finalized. So he says, FFE. So he has a 901. So it says 12 GT free flowing exhaust with comp cam stage 3's manual, purchased the Paxton 2200. And he has a CJ intake. Is it possible that I keep the CJ with the Paxton, or do I have to switch to the Boss or 18 intake? I would prefer you switch to the Boss or 18 for fitment, because it is going to be a pain in the butt. But we can tune it with the CJ. I would prefer, though, you use a Boss with a stock throttle body for drivability reasons, for fitment reasons. Trust me, it's going to make your life a lot much easier. And you can sell the CJ for good money. I'm Fried says, hey man, my MT82 is starting to go. I have a 16 Gen 2. Should I wait for a 10R80 swap? No, the 10R80 swap is never going to happen on Gen 2 unless you have a way of making the car. You basically got to make the whole car a Gen 3. What controls the 10R80? The Gen 3 computer. The Gen 3 computer has certain plugs, certain everything to go on a Gen 3 motor. Unless you're planning to make your whole car a Gen 3, forget the 10R80. Go T56 or 6R80. There you go. Main goal is for racing. Shit, I'd do a turbo 400 at that point. Do a turbo 400. I mean, if it's a manual, put a turbo 400 in it. If it's for racing, unless you're like road racing, but you 6R80, you're considering a 6R80. Why not get a turbo 400? The Dr. 4x4 says 17 GT sleeve block with pistons and connecting rods, stock compression, Whipple 4 Gen 4 132 throttle body, 275 pulley. Woof, all the boost. E85 1050 injector, 4 fuel system, full exhaust. How much power will it make? It is a Whipple Gen 4. I don't know, 850 and up. I hate that. I don't know, 1088. I don't know, 2.75 pulley stock lower. 900. How's that? 900. I watch him say he's got low compression pistons too. I got 10-to-1 compression. Why the fuck did you do that? I love people that used to own Fox bodies and they wake up out of their slumber. They're like, what year is it? Oh, Coyotes are fast. I want to build it for boost. Let me get a 9-to-1 compression piston in there. and on a 275 and a 40% lower, it makes shit. Good job, asshole. Way to bring your Fox body gayness into the Coyote world. Stay with the Fox body shit. Love you. Splitting blocks at 500 wheel. Fuck out of here. What do you think about HP tuners? The new buying policy? No idea. No idea. We support it based on the new GT500 platform, but I don't know the inner workings of their account structure and dealer network. I'm not aware of it. Manuel Gomez said, Asu, give me $100. You know what? Did you get paid from DTR guy? Did you get paid? Because if you got paid, that's why he's swinging some money my way. Anyway, Manuel, fucking props to you, man. Congratulations. I mean, impressive as shit. Talks the talk, goes to Florida, beats a lot of people. On the way back, beats a NOLA guy and then gets home and runs a 783. Who the fuck has had a better week than him? Not me. What do you think about? Okay, I got that. Harris says, I plan on putting a blower on my 17 GT. Any recommendations on a setup for 700, 800 that would perform well during roll races? Oh my God. Any shops you can name in Dallas, Fort Worth area? I was a good Christian boy until I found YDBT. Harris. I know Paramount Speed is up that way. I know some people probably don't, they're dealers of ours. So I'm going to, the only one I know in Dallas, the only fucking shop I know in Dallas is Paramount Speed. If you want to go to Houston, Manuel Gomez, Midnight Performance, take a ride. Any blower can get you 700 depending on fuel quality. If you're talking about pump gas, you're going to be limited because that power number, to my opinion, is a little high and dangerous to be on pump gas. So any Whipple can make 700, any Paxton, any 2.3, 2.6, Edelbrock, any blower can make that. You just have to pretty much whittle down how you want the power delivered. You want your ass kicked hard down low, or you want your ass kicked, high up top. That's what you got to decide, Harris. Whipple does great all around. So in my opinion, a TVS pulley to death or a Whipple pulley to death, you're going to be happy. The Paxtons make power way up top. Vortec and Paxtons make power way up top. So if you're roll racing, that might be a favorable blower for you. A 2200 or a Vortec J7 V7 JTB. That'd be pretty good. Probably blow your shit up anyway. Martha says, I have a supercharged Honda lawnmower, BMR blow-off valve, Brian Crower cams, Gen 9 hands, Calimer Stage 8 trans, and an upgraded short pull handle by Hurst. How much power will I make? That's what these guys sound like. Oh, 826. Get out of here. Tanu Punish says, hey man, you make more money this way. Love you, bitch. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mano Gomez again gave me $100 and he deserves another mention. Matt 2011 GT says, you have to get a Mortuaries X shirt. I don't even know what the fuck you're saying. I don't know what that means. David Jeffrey says, now you finna be playing Taquache music since Manuel Gomez dropped a C note. Hey, Senior dropped a C note, Manuel dropped a C note, and Manuel doesn't have to give me shit. He's just fucking so solid. People like that, I almost want to give the money back, but he's solid as fuck, so I appreciate it very much. And I'm just shining a light on how impressive his week was. I mean, he's giving me content. I love it. Ford More Performance says, how would you put together a built long block for single turbo 88 man? How do you put together a long block for a manual trans? This is what you do, Ford More Performance. You hit up someone like, what's the guy that built the Blue Cars motor, Manuel, the guy that built the Blue Cars motor. That's the guy I'd recommend. I'd say call a shop that builds motors and tell them what you want. You say, I want a sleeve Gen 1, badass shit, and all the boost on the planet. You don't need 350 heads. You don't need 8s is the goal for a Magnum XL. For a 16 GT, dude, you need about 1200 wheel. Because it's got to account for the shitty shifting, Ford More Performance. So honestly, you're going to need a motor that makes about 1200 to 1300 wheel. I don't care how they do it. Let the engine builder decide that. Don't you decide parts that an engine builder knows better more than you. So call an engine builder that RPG Engines. Will Rollins, hit him up, tell him your goal, and he'll build you an engine. Do not try to lay out the parts in front of him. Let the engine builder build the engine. And for gears, it all depends. It all depends on how light the car is. How light is the car going to be? You know, I have no idea. There's so many factors, dude. I love you. I love you. God damn it, these questions are ridiculous. I love you. Thanks for the money. Holy shit. Smokinito says, with a illuminator built trans. I don't know what the fuck. I'm gonna quit. An illuminator built trans. Does he mean an illuminator, comma, and a built trans? Would a VMP Gen 3R have download torque compared to a Roush TVS? Oh my god, at what boost? Or wait until I try 69 millimeter. Holy shit. What boost? What boost? Oh, will it have more than a Gen 3? At what boost? Holy shit, guys. Are you guys getting dumber? Is everyone just getting dumber and fucking dumber? What is happening? What's happening? I love your $5, but that listen to that question. With a illuminator built trans, would a VMP Gen 3R have download torque compared to a Roush TVS? Have to decide to put on or wait until 69 millimeter on. Wow. Wow, the education fucking system in the US is failing us hardcore. Love ya. Zach Jackson says, opinions on the elusive 1822 RPM rattles. Send it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking. The rattles? Your car's rattling at that RPM? Oh, let me. Okay. Yes. You know what, Zach Jack? Yes. Send it. It's fine. It's fine. It's rattling. Probably fucked up. Send that shit. Oh, Yolo told me to send it. Jackson with a Mexican accent. This might be a dumb question. What a great start. A guy named Fernando Araiza says this might be a dumb question. But have you ever tuned a car that had a turbo kit and a supercharger? Wow. You know what? You know what? Good fucking job. Good fucking job. He asked me if I've ever tuned a car that had... Oh, you know, how much is enough? What the fuck are you saying, man? Oh, amazing. But it's a Alex, it's called a compound setup. What year is it? Are we tuning Cobras? Are we doing Hellion compound? Is that combo possible? No Kamaka? Of course you said that. Oh, guys, that takes a cake. I can stop right now. And y'all can cut. What the fuck? Now, cars are going 7s blower only. Cars are making 1,000 blower only. Cars are going way 7s twin turbo. And this dude asked me, Orale who? Wait a minute. Takwache, where you at? What's the number? Control. It's control or shift. One of those two. Where are you? Control or shift? There we go. Let me lower the volume a little. It was good. Orale who? These might be a dumb question. But have you ever tuned a car that got a turbo key and a supercharger? Is that combo possible? No que bacán! I'm tired. This might be my last show ever. No, I have not, Fernando Araiza. Thank you for the money. Wow. Naaman Barrows says, can you guys tune a full bolt-on Coyote with GT500 ME52s? Have them for nitrous just in case. Does an 18 manifold need a revision? I'm that guy. Yes, it needs a revision. Yes, it needs a revision. Yes, we can tune it with ME52s. Holy shit. El Chapo 50 says, Ford's OEM pistons on boost. Max horsepower till boom. What generation? What car? What vehicle? Oh! Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, a 4, a truck, a Raptor, a fucking Focus RS? I don't know. Fords? Ford's OEM. Fuck me. Wow. Today's full of tards. Holy shit. Love you guys. Love the money. I appreciate the channel support, but you guys are fucking retarded. El Chapo says 1316 GT. 13 to 16 GT. My bad. Oh shit. 13 to 16, not 11, 12, and not 17. 13 to 16. I'd say it's not the Pistons that's the problem. Look, anything on Gen 1, about 720 or so, rods kick out. Anything 850 and up on Gen 2, you start to have issues. Hopefully that answers your question. Matt 2011T says, mortuary sex for the guy who bangs in the ambulance. Oh, gosh. Yeah, but only like 3 people will get that, Matt 2011GT. Wow. Looking to buy an auto Gen 3 with a Paxton on it and use it for roll racing. Oh! What happened? What's happening? Why is all these roll races showing up? Oh, dig race me. Did you guys see that R. Kelly meme? Dig race me. Y'all talking, y'all race. Dig race me. I love that meme. And the occasional dig race. Should I get a Magna ride or pass on it? Oh my God. Woo. Get a basic bitch 5.0. No Magna ride. And then put a blower on it, like a positive displacement, like a Edelbrock or a Whipple. There's your answer. But Alex, the drivability. Derek M says 16 VMP Gen 3 and free flowing exhaust. A little advice you gave all back helped me pass with the FFE. I didn't give you any advice, bitch. Oh, how dare you? You're the man. Listen to the guy. He knows his stuff. Thank you, Derek M. Esteban Gutierrez. This question might be suspect because his last name ends in EZ. You guys ever notice the questions that comes from guys that end in the letter EZ tend to be kind of funny? Let's play the game. You ain't same person when you see two 1200 horsepower hook on a Tampa bridge in the middle of the ocean at 2 a.m. Team YOLO. Si Kema. Two 1200 horsepower cars went rear wheel drive. Badass. Badass. Standing ovation for all the guys that made it possible. Standing ovation. Danny Caples says, hey, Alex, I have an 18 Mustang. Should I swap the heads to 350? Just kidding. Love the content. Keep up the good work. Misfit GT500 says, Alex, can you give me the circumference of the sun and how much horsepower will it grant my sneakers? That's exactly what the questions sound like here. This is insane today. Alex, will it be okay? It'll be okay. Idiocracy is real. Hey, Alex, this might be a stupid question, but I was scratching my nuts the other day and it smelled like shit. Does that mean because I farted all day, some shit got to my nuts? Yes. Your neighbors think you're a lunatic, I'm sure. The Super Turbo has an O-pipe for sure, says Matt 2011 GT. ¿Cuánto por el Kia? Says Fiveohalex Miguelón. Oh my God, where is it? Venomous 50 says S197 or S550, waiting to get in the lower 9s or 8s. It all depends on what you want to do at the end of the day in terms of power adder. I always go S550 because it can take more power than any S197. If you want to get into the lower 9s or 8s, I would go S550 just because it has a Gen 2 motor in it. The S197 might be able to do that, but it is suspect, and I think you're safer, quote unquote, to do it with the S550. Turbo Diesel Dan says, gave me $5 and didn't say a goddamn thing. Actually, he said not a damn thing. Love Turbo Diesel Dan. Alex Salvia, which is that shit that you take to like, no, that's Waka, which is the one that you like take and like you eat people. Recognition to David Van Voris for the new record in the Gen 378. Yes, I am sorry. David Van Voris has the overall Gen 3 record. Congratulations, brother. Well deserved. We're going to get you some injectors coming your way. Apparently, you're out of injector. So David Van Voris has a Turbo 400 built Gen 3 motor. Now, a lot of people, they shouldn't look down on that because that's impressive. It's a Turbo 400. It's a very simple combo, and it gets it. It's a single turbo built motor, Gen 3, and it goes 780s like it's its job. Congratulations, David Van Voris. Get up on his channel. Just Google David Van Voris. Give him a follow. Tell him I sent you. But Alex Salvia, yeah, I met Alex Salvia at Mod Nats. He's a car salesman, I believe. JB says, honest question, how annoyed are you with these questions? 1 to 10. Look, I'm not annoyed. It's good content. It's like a solid 5, though. El Coyote says, Whipple twin turbo car with a 250 shot. Hey, Alex, have you ever... I got a tri-charger and the 6.5-inch intaker. I got 6.5-inch pistons and an intake. Where's that classic video? Oh man, and I need it. I need that right now. I need Ricer. This Ricer says intaker. I gotta find that. Videos. I got a 6.5-inch pistons. It's got an intaker with 6.5-inch pistons. 6.5-inch pistons. Where is he? Oh, he's like so fucking Mexican. It's not. Here it is. Kid talks about his V6 Mustang on YouTube. Let's do it. Come on. Together. Let's go. I need this right now.
What do you have done?
7.5-inch piston intaker.
I got a 7.5-inch piton and an intaker. One more time.
7.5-inch pistons in there, intaker. Fucking combustion's up to
Combustion, not compression. The combustion.
about 7.5 in there.
Hey, Alex, you got a tri-charger? Doesn't he have a tri-charger?
Ran about close to about 10 seconds. Well, not even close to 10 seconds. Probably about 12 seconds flat.
12 seconds flat.
12 seconds flat.
Yeah.
How much do you dyno at?
Shit, man. I'm
broke
supposed to be pushing 600, but fucking one tire's only spinning on it, so it's probably my injection on there.
Oh.
You know?
What size injectors do you have?
I forgot what size was it, man. I forgot what size was it, yo.
What are the way?
Other than that, it's still a work in progress, man. Probably by 4 to 5 months, man, I'll be ready again. Twin turbos and a supercharger back.
There it is. There it is. Listen to what he said right there. Twin turbos and a supercharger. So when you asked that question, this is what I thought.
Supercharger back inside of it again.
Look, yeah.
I'll be ready again. Twin turbos and a supercharger back inside of it again.
Look, yeah. All three of them by tri-charged or?
Yeah, lower down the combustion that we can handle the charging more.
I'm gonna lower down the compression, Holmes, so I can take. I'm gonna lower the combustion so I can take the charging more. Orale, Holmes. No que my cuz.
How much?
Dude,
how many?
dude. That's what I thought when he said that. Oh my god. Honest question. How annoyed are you? Already got that Whipple twin turbo car with a 250 shots at El Coyote. Got him. David Jeffrey says Alex finna be taking off his hat and going ham. Marshall Lang says best engine builder here in Florida for Coyotes. RPG. RPG or TKM. One of those guys. Andres Arshinishi says, I just bought a 2020 GTM TD2 and it is faster than my full bolt-on SRT8. Alex, I'm sorry. I didn't buy a Coyote earlier. Apoyo culitos y totín de Puerto Rico. Órale. ¿Cómo está? Órale. Vaya, Vaya. Matthew Goodall says, Turbo Supercharger Nitro Supercharger support, bicho. Can't wait to get you into the red car back for some 4C content. You doing a port at 1890 and LD47s? Matthew Goodall? I got a 6F. I got a 6F converter for the red car. Why did I do that? Just cause. I said, you know what? Let's go full NA. Fuck it. And then when it comes time to put a turbo in the bitch, reflash the converter, build the trans, and send it that way. So I got a 6F coming, Matthew Goodall. Gabriel Mendoza says, I bought a 20 Mustang GT with a 10-speed and order a Pro Charger Stage 2, 3 weeks back order. Once installed, what tune is better, 93 or go... He's asking what tune is better, 93 or E85. It's the same tune, just different stoic fuel and more timing. So if you have a fuel system, Gabriel, fuel, 4 Innovations, level 2 or so fuel system, and you have E85 readily available in your area, go with the E85. John Boy gave me some money. Thank you. Appreciate it. Lex Luthor says, I'm going to need more than one drink after this. Could you imagine? This is legendary bad question day. Damn, guys, what the fuck? Just stop asking questions. Hey, I'll take their money. This is great content, though. I'll laugh at this when I listen to it back. This is why Alex is quitting YouTube. LOL. Keep making H-Town cars fast. Lund Camp, MRL, Midnight, everyone raping people out there. Forgot Mexico Racing League got 7-second car. Aldo Weld's going to have a 7-second car once he gets going. King Daddy 10R80 car. There's two 7-second 10R80 cars in the Midnight Camp. That blue car, I guarantee when he gets to the track, is going to be a deep 7-second car, like 80, 70. It is making 1,400 wheel. That car gets it. It was gapping the shit out of 8.1 cars. Guys, it was reeling them in like if they weren't even, it was like NA versus boosted car. I was like, holy shit, it is reeling in a really fast car. Damon Huff says, do you guys offer Ghost Cam tunes for twin turbo cars? You're currently tuning my 17 GT twin turbo setup. I broke an Axwell BG ready to go now, though. Yeah, I mean, we should be able to get you a little choppity chop, but don't expect it to drive all that good. Race Red Devon. Oh my God. I need that Mad 760 tune so I can kill the LS dudes. If you have an auto car with a drag mode tune, It's the same fucking tune. He finally, Matt 760, finally got beat by this guy I think named Hector. Hector has a Gen 3 CJ cam car, and according to Matt 760, he admitted it. He goes, that guy pushed my shit in. It wasn't even close. I was like, yep, that's about right. Anytime you go Cobra Jet, you got to have cams, in my opinion. If you don't have cams, don't go Cobra Jet. Scott N gave me $10. Didn't say a goddamn thing. My favorite type of question. Let me see anything popping off on the text. No, we're good. We're good. No one's popping off. Everyone's good. Yep, everyone's good. Good. How Blown Chevelle says, how about let's say with Sunoco 100, can I do a 3.3 or 3.12 pulley Paxton S550 auto? I would stick with the 3.3 because you're relying on the stock fuel pump. So I wouldn't go any deeper with boost than a 3.3 on the stock fuel pump and a boosted pump, let's say. Can you tune my 68 Mustang with a 4-barrel? Remotely, right? Remote tuning carburetors. Got my spec clutch and she grabs hard. Best clutch. Yeah, Jared, hopefully she doesn't grab that good and kill your gears. That's the issue with MT82s, the gear. So hopefully it hangs out. Alex Cadell says, I have a Mantic twin disc, and is it possible, because I have just a stock 15 GT, the clutch shudders from a stop going uphill, or is that just the nature of aftermarket stuff? It depends on how you broke the clutch in. Did you give it the proper break-in time, 500 miles of bumper-to-bumper driving or city driving, so you can transfer enough material onto the flywheel? If not, you might have some high and low spots, and the shuttering might just be there for the duration of the clutch. El Coyote says that Dude in Blue has cool cars, but he never races. There you go. The Mustang House says, enjoying the channel. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Tony Full Bolt on Alex Cadell. Shut the fuck up. Wow, look at that. What do you think about Derek Barron's Productions? Never heard of him. Gen 1 on pump gas can definitely handle 700 plus. That Dude in Blue did it. It will last YOLO. No, it won't, Devastator X. Devastator X, you're fucking retarded. You are going out there telling people based on no experience of your own and never tuning a vehicle that because the Dude in Blue made 700 rear wheel horsepower on a dyno, and I guarantee it had Torco in it. Guys, I guarantee it. No one is that stupid to try to get 700 on pump gas on a stock Gen 1 and say it can do it all day long. So Devastator X, let's say this. Are you willing to pay for a motor if someone blows it up, if we tune it, desensitize the knock sensors so that it can make 700? Some 82 millimeter pump gas cars, which is like just about 10 PSI, they hate the gas, especially in Florida. They hate the gas in Florida. They ping and pop, and they barely make 620, 630. Now you're saying magically with another pound of boost and 2 or 3 more degrees, the motor's going to be fine? Okay, then put your fucking money where your mouth is, and let's do it on your car, right? Buy yourself a Gen 1, right? TVS. 79 millimeter pulley. I'll give you the tune for fucking free. I'll desensitize the knock sensors and I'll make 700. And go ahead and beat on it. Let's see how long it fucking lasts. If you're not willing to do that, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Enrique Chido says, how much power? How much power will it make? Oh, how much power? Who the hell's hitting me up? My man. Yeah, the questions today are ridiculous. Boost goes from 14 to 11 in third gear what? Normal? Lund tune. Oh, that's the problem. Lund. The Lund tune goes from 14 PSI to 11 PSI. It's called belt slip. You got belt slip. Tell Wendell's he's going to get gapped by this coyote. CJ Mano, don't see any knock ideas. If it goes from 14 to 11, you got belt slip, John boy. Ryan McDonald says 350 plus Whipple. What supporting mods is safe power level? That's a good question. If you get a 350, get long tubes, right? Get long tubes. If you get a Whipple 350 with a 3.8 pulley or a 4.0 pulley, right? Get long tubes and free flowing exhaust. Get a twin BAP, twin boosted pumps, and at least 1,000cc injector to make sure you have headroom. And keep the power level at about, because 350s do make good power, they just have a better rev, just a more efficient engine. I would keep it in the 720 range to be safe. Not a Gen 1 Coyote, a 350. Tune my F-150. Okay. George Sanchez says, tune my F-150 2016 regular cab short bed, shooting for 11's FBO. You pay for the tune, George. Best auto body for CJ Manifold, twin 67 or twin 65. Done. What's the problem with bumper exits, Alex? The problem with bumper exits is, one, it's lazy. 2, it sounds like shit. And 3, it destroys the paint where the fucking shit's coming out. I hate bumper exits. They're fucking lazy and stupid. 6F, good lord, now I gotta throw this 4C in the dumpster. Let me get a Taquache soundbite for the Short Bus group in the chat tonight. I already did, man. I'm fucking, dude, it is unreal today. Funny as shit, Matthew Goodall. But the 6F, in all honesty, I ordered a 4C, but there was a mix-up with the person I ordered it with, and they received an order for a 6F. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna return it. Let's put it on. Let's see what this 6F can do. 100% naturally aspirated. And then, once I go boost, if I go boost, we'll restall it and make it like a 4C or a 2B, whatever power adder I go with. Tony Bolton, no belt slip on a Pro Charger. No, just crank slip. Slipping, the crank snout slipping right off the front of that motherfucker. It seems like the new Monday Night Live tuner show is killing brain cells and causing people to ask dumb fuck questions. What is it? Imitation is the highest form of flattery? Or copying? Wait. Imitation is the highest form of flattery? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When you get an original idea in your head, hit me up. How do you avoid belt slip? Grip tech pulleys or tighter tension, or make sure you stress the crank out a lot so that it flies off the bitch when you hit a limiter. Would you be concerned about oil consumption in the 350? Would you buy one? I would buy one. I'd buy one, but I definitely keep a close eye on the oil for sure. I'm not just gonna like ignore it until the next oil change. What's up? What's up with Lundside, Alex? Martin 50, we're doing some maintenance on it. So once it's back up and running, you should be able to order as normal. Smoking Into says VMP, Smoking Nitto says VMP Gen 3R. Should I wait until I try my 69mm Roush have illuminator built trans E85? Going for tune from Lund will, oh my God. I'm going to read it just like he wrote it. VMP Gen 3R, should I wait until I try my 69mm on Roush have illuminator built trans E85? Going for tune from Lund, will the Gen 3R have the low torque as the Roush with 69mm going for 16 PSI on Gen 3R E85? The 2.3 TVS is going to feel torqueier down low with a 69mm pulley. Now, if you put that same 69mm pulley on a Gen 3, you will explode shit. You'll explode shit. That's probably like 900 wheel capable 69mm on a Gen 3. So, on a big pulley setup, like an 82mm on a Gen 3 blower, like a 2650, it'll make similar power than it does on a 69mm, but the 69mm 2.3, but the 69mm 2.3 will feel torqueier than the 82mm, the 69mm pulley on a Gen 2 blower, like 2.3 blower, will feel snappier than a Gen 3 blower with an 82mm pulley. Again, you put a 69mm pulley on a Gen 3 blower, it will blow shit up. Do not ask me that fucking question ever again. What a stupid fucking dumb comparison. Love you. Thanks for the money. If you want your money back, hit me up. I'll send you the $30 back. Fuck it. 2M fabrication headers. Why so cheap? You get what you pay for. I am an ultimate header guy, and if you're not going to get ultimate headers, you do Cooks or ARH. Anything else is a discount header. George Sanchez says, so that means request you when I purchase the tune? No, don't request me. Just get a tune. It'll get assigned to Dakota, me, or Brandon. I am not going to tune everybody on this chat, especially after today. I almost don't want to tune anyone on this chat right now. David Jeffrey says, it feels someone's pissed you off because someone called you a Dominican instead of a Puerto Rican, according to Fluffy Iglesias. Fluffy don't know shit. Fluffy don't know a goddamn thing when it comes to that. I don't give a fuck about being called Dominican. Give a shit. I'm American. I don't identify as that. About to jump ship from one shop to Lund. Martin 50. Martin 50, come on down. Come on down. We're ready for you, brother. We're ready. Bumper exits removes weight from deleting the exhaust. Great, El Coyote. And it looks stupid. It sounds stupid. And it fucks up your paint. And it's lazy. It's fucking lazy and stupid. Alex Salvia says, I was very impressed how Lund Jr. tuned David's car run by run, getting better times. I'm a bigger Lund fan for how accurate the tunes are in the quarter. Okay. Thank you very much, Alex Salvia. It feels okay. I got him. But George Sanchez, yes, you can request me in the notes, but god damn it, there's no guarantee you're gonna get me. There's just no guarantee. Good, because Brandon tuned my car, cracking me up. Jonathan Vince. Cook is a good header. It is. It's just a 6, nice power, 914 at the wheels. Yeah, good power for what it has done. If he needs more power, he needs more boost. I think he's getting belt slip too. Win McElhannon. Oh my God. Love how you said, what the hell do you What the hell do you have, a 52 in there? Go back to stock and run it. Tango says, got a buddy that says that the 10 F-150 has made the Mustangs irrelevant because we can't hook off the line, and that mod for mod, the F-150 should be faster. Help me stir the pot. Tango99, if you have a 15 PSI truck, 4-wheel drive, Whipple, E85, blah, 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 and you're racing on a unprepped road, yeah, from a dig. From a roll, mod for mod, the Mustang will donkey gap the truck because the truck is square and heavier. At a prepped track, the Mustang will be faster for the same reasons I said before. Only on a non-prep road does a F-150 do better than a Mustang, mod for mod. Already got him. El Chapo says, oh my God, here we go. 105 AR, 92mm T4 stock compression Gen 1 with proper internals. Is that enough turbo for 800 plus? Now supporting mods besides the boss intake? Call your turbo manufacturer. Love you. Thanks for the money. Oh, fucking turbo. 92mm T4. Does that even make sense? I don't care. You're not. I'm not a turbo guy. Not a turbo guy. Call your turbo guy. Oh no, Alex, T4 flat. You don't know this? No, I don't care. What kit do you have? Armageddon. Here's a tune. What it make? 1,000. Bye. But I got a 105 AR with a T4 flange. I don't care. What power combo for TVS makes for a fun daily? I don't have 85 in my area. Gen 2 car. 120 cold air. 79mm pulley. Free flowing exhaust. Done. Alexander Cadell. I couldn't find the ultimate header for GT500s. Keep looking. What needs upgrading on a Gen 2 Coyote when putting a VMP Odin kit for VMP or VMP Gen 3R? Exhaust. Do a free-flowing exhaust and a booster pump if you're going to stay on pump gas. Now it's time to bring out YOLO from Springfield. Nah, fuck that. It just it kills the money. The copyright fucking thing comes in and it kills the money. Danny Lee says, out of all 350s made, is there any year that you would stay away from looking to run boost? A 16, the first generation. I would run the 19 and 20s all day long. I already got that. Oh my God, Tango. Hey, Alex, do you think it would be worth swapping from a Gen 5 Whipple to a VMP Odin 2018 A10 Mustang? I say this based on data and not emotion. I do not think you should go from a Gen 5 Whipple to an Odin. I don't think you're gaining anything. I think it is a lateral move at best. Boost for boost, mod for mod. I think it is a lateral move. If you already have a Whipple, there, in my opinion, there's no reason to upgrade to Odin. The dude in blue did a compound setup and made 1,000 on a pump. Gas, Alex, you don't know shit. The dude in blue is the measuring stick for all power mods. Dude in blue. Didn't his girlfriend cheat on him? Cooking Tire says, hey, Alex, do you think it would be worth swapping from... I already got him. Excellent. All right, what time is it? 9:29. It's an hour and a half. Give me about 10 more minutes and I'm going to get out of here because I have a fucking headache from all you beaners saying the dumbest shit on the planet. Oh my God, today was unbelievable. Holy shit. Brendan Miltier says, Alex, you missed my paid. See, you did it the right way. Brendan. Wait, what's your name? Brendan? What a name, Brendan. Could you imagine, your baby's born and you're like, what should we name him? Brendan? 2012 NA manual shooting for 10s. Friday. Lund tune and have been 11.0, 126, and 93 octane. Shout out to Brandon for the solid tunes over the years. So what do you think about the Heat losing? I think they should have lost that series. Los Angeles was stacked. They got Rondo, they got Davis, they got LeBron, they got Dwight Howard who didn't do shit. How about J.R. Smith who just stayed on the bench and got a ring? Good, because, he couldn't fucking get lost looking for the liquor store when he got a rebound. That was legendary how he grabbed the rebound and started looking for the liquor store. Like, man, I got to get that Cisco. Shit. Welcome to Costco. I love you. That dude in blue is a position. Nice. See, told you guys he'd leave earlier. Guys, I'm not leaving at 10. It's an hour and a half. I'm an hour and a half in. What's wrong with you? Living the Dream says, I got a stock 09 GT500 with a McLeod's RXT and 15-inch tires. Advice for exact mods says I need the exact mods to make 725 real horsepower on Texas 93 E85 Street Circle. I want to do a built motor later on, so I might buy thing. I want exact mod. Yeah. So what you do is you get a 2.4, okay, you get a TVS. Right, you got a stock 09 GT500, you get yourself a takeoff TVS from a 1314 GT500. You get a twin 67 or twin 65 throttle body. You get a PMAS 120 or JLT 123. You get ID 1000s or ID 1050Xs. If you want to run the 85, you will need a return style fuel system. Twin BAPS, in my opinion, is not enough. Now, let's get going. A 2.4 upper pulley, maybe a 10%. Right? Or a 2.5 upper pulley and a 10%. On pump gas, you'll be on the ragged edge, but you'll be in the high 600 range, maybe the low 700 range if the car's really, really happy. And if you get a return style fuel system, that exact same pulley combo can make like 750 to 760. Take it to the bank. Your favorite type of question, channel support, bitcho, 727 Steve D. Hope your back is better. Thank you for the channel support. Appreciate you. Longtime fan. Drove down from Virginia to get me a diff. I was going to say to get me a rear end because, it sounds gay, but to get me a diff. That guy's a badass dude. Then on the way up, he killed a fucking deer, which killed his truck. Nathan Meckler says, can we get a blown off in the weeds before you wrap it up? Which one is it? 2, 1? Blown off in the weeds. Let me see. Blow off Corvettes. Oh, here we go. Blow off Corvettes. Is it number 1, number 2?
Great enthusiasm. We were blowing the Corvettes off in the weeds.
Hey,
great enthusiasm. We were blowing the Corvettes off in the weeds.
With great enthusiasm. Banner her. I do not claim these fools. Beaner here, I think he meant. See, he tried to say Beaner and he spelled Banner. That's even funnier. Oh, wait, GT500 23 blower for return. Style fuel system, 1050Xs, 2.4, 10%. Can Lung tune with SCTX3, the deadest of dead rats. Oh, do I got to drop that 1500 AM Uego wideband? Yep. Oh, wait, GT500, you either got to get a ZT2 setup, meaning analog the wideband into the N-gauge, the whole 9 yards. I will not dare tune that combo on an SCTX3. No, sorry, I need wideband data. So you can get a AMU-AGO, but honestly, I would prefer you get a ZT2 setup with an N-gauge. Look it up on our website, ZT2 package with an N-gauge. Gotta drop that money. You got the car. Don't be a Shelby fucking Dave and be a broke bitch. You got a Shelby. Spend Shelby money. Love you. I hope you're doing well, Alex. Thank you, Matt 2011 GT. I'm about to have a fucking brain aneurysm. I can see the side hustle has been giving you mind aids all day. Hope the family is well. He gets it. Matthew Nichols says, should I be worried about long-term fuel trims being off 5% at idle? No, sir, because I bet you short-term fuel trims are the other way, which means you're on the money. Casey526, my future wife, hits me up, gives me $50. Babe, I think we got enough to get you down here. Or me up there. What would you prefer, Casey526? You want me to fly up on a weekend and say hi and see what's doing? Let me know. Let me know. You stop playing. You can email me. Stop playing. Jeremiah says, hey, hope the family's well, Alex. Gallo Bravo. KC526, slide into Alex DM. She should. She's giving me all the money. I'm just putting this shit on the side so I can be like, hey, baby, all that money you gave me, it's all yours. Actually, I'll take her out on a real nice date with all that money she gave me. How well did these stock Michelins fare against your white car after it was supercharged? They were shit, Alex Cadell. It blazed tire. It was shit with an E85 tune. It blazed tire. Mustang Douche says, if Bama tuned my twin turbo TVS Nitrous 07 GT500, will I pack a lunch or walk to work? Yolo, what do you think of all these cunts going Barras? Barras are fine. I think it's just not a good money-wise choice than a Gen 2 or Gen 3 Coyote that fits in that platform. That's just my opinion. Alex will start drinking after the show. I got some leftover booze from a get-together we had, so we'll see. We'll see if I start drinking now. Do you absolutely need to change out of stock oil pump gears on a Gen 2 Coyote when going boosted and putting around 700 horsepower, or can the stock OPGs handle it? Jeremy Ortiz, it's just about how often you're going to slam the limiter. And which supercharger you have on it. Some stress to crank out more based on the configuration of the bracketry. I do not have oil pump gears in my 18 or 19 GT. Stock oil pump gears, and I'm about to put it on the 85, and I might drop down to a 3.3 pulley. I am not putting oil pump gears in it. I'm not slamming the limiter. It is a daily. David Jeffrey says, out here looking like 50 Cent from the barrio called 50 peso. Apoyo culo y préstamo y gasolina y etanol. Team. Garage Junkie says, stock Gen 3 Coyote, Luntoon, Whipple Stage 2, all the corresponding supporting mods on a 3.5 pulley, looking to pulley down a 3.25. Trying to hit 8s on stock block. Am I okay or am I playing with fire? I think you're okay. I think you're okay, Gen 3 Coyote. We've had a couple of Gen 3 Coyotes go 8s. Again, second gear lead, V85. Again, at any point it can go. You're making like 900 wheel. That it can go at any point. Joel Inkland says, Lund for the motherfucking win. Matt 760 got his crap pushed in by my sister's F-150 Coyote NA. You lying motherfucker. All right, guys, I am out of here because y'all are on fucking crack. I don't know what happened. I got some of the dumbest questions on the planet today, but I appreciate the channel support. For those of you that watch my other channel, I got that dating channel Apparel. I got Totin University shirts. And eventually I'm going to get these finalized, see what cut and see what material I'm going to get. Full bolt-on shirts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link up on my Facebook, on my Instagram, and maybe on here so that if you do want to buy this shit, it will be available to you guys, okay? So just be on the lookout for that. For those of you that follow me on the other channel, tomorrow, 8 o'clock, talk to you about a date that I had not too long ago, and it went so good that it was bad. It'll be a funny story, but I'm just doing this until KC526 shows up. I don't know what her problem is. She's got to get down here. Last guy, Johnny Boy says, Lund for Life Homes, I want to see more of you full sending that GT500 down the track. That car is glorious. That's Randall Hadid's car. So if he gets it down to Florida, I'll be happy to do that. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see what someone said KC526 is a guy in disguise. Hey, money's money. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get out of here. Thanks for listening.